So how does a sovereign God protect each of his saints who dwell or abide under the shelter of his wings and within his grace? Good morning, I'm Pastor Ernie Lewis of the Blue Point Church in Sisney, Illinois, with your thoughts for Friday. The psalmist just takes it for granted that through his faith, God is going to watch over him, protect him from his enemy and from even the pestilence that may be in the land. But then he gives us some greater insight into these ways in Psalm 91, starting with verse 10, where he says, "For he shall give his angels charge over you, to keep you in all your ways. In their hands they shall bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone. You shall tread upon the lion and the cobra, the young lion and the serpent you shall tread underfoot. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high because he has known my name. And he will give his angels charge over you." You know, I'm intrigued when I read about the work of angels throughout the scripture. They seem to be God's messengers, oftentimes coming and speaking to man with very special messages about God's work in them. But the Bible also calls them ministering spirits, which simply means that they are serving God in whatever capacity he needs them and calls them to work. Now, Frank Peretti has written some very interesting Christian novels about the work of angels in this world. He wrote This Present Darkness, and then to follow it up, he wrote Piercing the Darkness. And these are only Christian fiction, but they do point out some of the evil forces that are at work in our world today. He also describes the army of angels that God has employed to protect his own. Sometimes the question that the angel raises is there enough prayer cover for this operation of attacking the evil demons working here below? I believe he's right in his supposition. God expects us to trust him and certainly to believe in him, and that shows that we should call upon him to protect us daily. We need to pray. We need to show our complete dependence. The psalmist also says he has given his angels charge over you, which means he is actively engaging in this supernatural protection on our behalf. And they shall bear you up lest you dash your foot against a stone. Any kind of stumble or faltering we make in this life is overseen and it's corrected by these angels who are caring for us and watching over us. When the psalmist says we may tread upon the lion or the adder, he's not really trying to challenge us, okay? To seek any kind of harm that we would test God to see if he would deliver us. I don't believe that's necessary. But God has promised in the latter verses of this chapter, because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. You know, God takes our faith very seriously, and he rewards it daily by his care and his love for us. He says, I will set him on high because he has known my name. Isn't it wonderful how God rewards our faith? He watches over his saints and his angels are bearing them up from dangers. So we that trust in the Lord need to learn to abide under his shadow, to trust in him as our refuge, and realize that God is always at work on our behalf.